I keep hearing this advice about entrepreneurial spirit that says, hey, you're going to get to a deep, dark place and you're going to persist. And if you don't, you won't make it. But if you do, you will. Isn't that funny how life works? And I think that's the case with basically everything we do. There is a certain amount of force, a certain amount of love that we need to go into something with. And so I've been spending more and more time in my days trying to chip away at this equation. And what I'm learning is a lot more about myself, mainly because I have new stimulus involved. And I wanted to make this video about getting that new stimulus. Sometimes in life we feel like we're not particularly creative. We feel like we're kind of just pushing the same rock up the hill. And I think it requires a little bit of beholding to your spiritual side to get new ideas. So I guess I'll give you an example of this is reading a book that we're not used to reading. Coming across a mentor or a seminar that doesn't necessarily have to do exactly what we're trying to do in life, but something that might open up our brain, something that might make us a little bit more uncomfortable in life, will actually lead us down a path of ingenuity, of having new experiences, new happinesses that come with kind of still going down the same path, but at least stopping for a little while to look off the edge and see potentially a beautiful vista. And so I have thought about my life so far as a journey up Mount Olympus, because I intend to get pretty far up. So persistence will be required. However, I'm not willing to give up my self-satisfaction, my self-esteem. I'm not willing to give up my social life to, at least with people that I believe inspire me or people that are particularly important to my honor. So if you are in a situation in life where you kind of know where you want to go, you have an idea, but you'd feel like your environment isn't necessarily conducive to you getting to that place, how would you go about manipulating this? I am a strong believer in the term that says you are a makeup of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So first and foremost, take a really hard look at yourself in the mirror. What qualities do you have that these 5 people enjoy? What qualities do you have that potentially these 5 people might find to be intrusive on their character, to make them self-conscious or feel lesser? Okay, now we have the things that they like and the things that they probably don't like, or at least put them on edge. Now I want you to go and make this assessment about each other person in this group and really come up with a conclusion and try to be honest with yourself. What exactly are you learning from these people? How do they make you feel? I have a quote that I will always use to really narrow down who I spend my time with, and it comes down to me wanting to spend time with people that feel like sunshine. What does that mean? It means that they are happy, that they are excited about life, and that they are optimistic about my goals and their own goals. So they come to me with an energy that excites me. And the reason I want to have these type of people around me is because I want to be that way, right? There should be a sense of the people that we spend time with should be our role models in some sense. And the reason I think this is important is because we want to never lose respect for those people. If we lose respect for those people, if we lose respect for the people that we decide to spend our time with, in a sense, we're losing respect for ourselves. And that I will not have. Not in your life, hopefully, and not in mine. Because self-respect, self-esteem is very, very important in getting to that next stage, in getting to the next part of your life. And without it, well, we'll be broken, we'll be shambled by the time we get through the valley of despair, by the time we hit that persistence wall and we think to ourselves, holy shit, how much time were we spending doing this thing? What have I lost out on? Fear of missing out. All of these things play into our self-esteem, whether or not we believe we're on the right track. And rationalizing your ideas with accurate mirrors, with people that will accurately reflect your values, the things that you want to do, the person you want to become, those are super, super essential. So that's the first part of your environment. The people, your friends, the mentors you have, the teachers that you spend significant amount of time with, whoever it is, very, very important. Second step, where are you spending your time? What does your environment literally look like? Okay, so you just had a glimpse of mine. I spend my time doing my business things in my art studio. Is that the wisest option? Maybe. The book Atomic Habits, which hopefully there's a little picture of right here. If not, the description will include. Atomic Habits taught me something very, very important. And first of all, go check that book out. A lot of these things are kind of about this, but it's a mixture of things that I've picked up over the years. But Atomic Habits talks a lot about specifically our environments, how we can create very special places for us to do very special things. Meaning, if we want to go and write a book, if we want to go and start on the expedition of unfolding our thoughts on a page, or many, many pages, create a space, create a spot, a time in your life, a temporal rift, if you would, that allows you to go and focus on that thing for an extended period of time, so that every time you come back to it, just by virtue of being there, you're reminded of the reason you are doing this thing. So what I did in this particular studio of mine is I have a desk. I don't paint on that desk. I make some music occasionally, but mostly I just do business. I write, I send emails, I think about new ideas and hopefully synthesize them in a in a manner that can be easily consumed by yourself, Catalyst. So environment, very, very important. The spaces that we spend our time in. The other thing that I personally enjoy is actually having things that excite me in my space, things that remind me of my child self to a degree. I love trees, I love nature, I love painting, sure. But little toys, there was a guy, Jeffrey Gurian, who gave a little seminar in dental school for me, who really opened my eyes. Really strange, very few people came to the seminar, but he showed me that you can live the life that you want to live in a situation in school where a lot of people were just conditioning themselves to be cogs in a machine, essentially being churned out and losing a lot of ambition, intuition in life. And if that's you, listen, there's a way to break out of this thing. Because the other thing I was going to say about environment is, what do you consume? What are you consuming on the daily? If you're in college, if you're in a workplace, there's going to be a certain amount of things that you have to do, a certain amount of things that you should be aware of all the time. Sure. But the freedom comes when we decide what we want to be exposed to. So on social media, we can follow new things. We can follow Terabify. Hopefully get inspired by it. We can follow other accounts that are related to the industries that we want to be in. We can go outside of the things that we're comfortable with reading. We can go outside of the things that we're comfortable with consuming. Maybe new documentaries, new philosophies on life. There are plenty of resources on the web for things that you want to learn for free. Most of these people will ask you for money later on, but at the end of the day, it's value, and value is, well, money-based. So dig, find what you want in this life, right? Find exactly what it is, or vaguely what it is, and start chipping away at the concept of it. Start chipping away at your understanding of this thing by getting more and more knowledge. And don't just do it in the conventional way. Don't do it in the way that everyone else around you is doing it, because if you do it that way, then you will turn out like everyone else around you. And frankly, that is not the way to actualize your potential. I believe that we are all uniquely required to have our own stimulus, our necessary stimulus that we should choose for ourselves. And in this world of technology, in this world of fast-paced information, it might seem incredibly overwhelming. But the reason is because every nth degree of what we want is out there. It's out there, it's always been out there. And now we have access to it on our fingertips. So use this. Establish your own environment, and I swear, whatever monotony you feel you are in your life, this monotony will slowly fade. And this will be the equation, hopefully, for you to consistently stay positive. Stay excited about your life. If you have a second, check out this video right here. I talk a little bit more about staying positive and excited and opening up your world to new ideas, new things. So, actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Take care.